David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Oh.
And the Volunteers will kick it away first. You'll call for the fair catch here. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Catch in the middle. It's Golden. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
The Longhorns will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Golden. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Looking for space. It's Blue. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Zings it complete to the right. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So,
and he'll finish the run in the end zone.
Hello.
Touchdown, Texas.
Hey.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally
Well, yeah, because, you know, it can sit there down to the lungs, too. You know
And the
that.
extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
God almighty. And then went down there, and that humidity
Lining up
changed.
to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
And then you got asthma on top of that. God. So what? They're going to keep being there for it.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And you know what? All this time, you would think that can clear it up.
First down.
Every morning you just sit there and you don't even know it.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires
You
to the
be thinking
right
it's something else, and the whole time it's been sitting there the whole time.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Another big play on the outside.
I know I had told Sneeze I had talked to you.
Historically, he's gotten Rocky Top rolling.
that's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make.
He's going to fire deep. And he makes the catch at the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I'm gonna grab them. I'm gonna call Shanice. I'm gonna call Stan. He tell me to call him, let him know.
They'll run it on 1st and goal.
Okay.
And he takes it.
I'll call you back, though.
Touchdown ball. On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wide receiver shows motion. To the air. It's Ewers. Setting up the screen. Oh, it's picked. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He makes the catch. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. He's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys in him.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The balls come to the line in the hurry-up. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get him down after he makes the catch.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And the Vols looking to convert on 4th down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Ewers. Takes the easy one to the back. Plows through the defense. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A timeout is called as this offense tries.
You sure did. I thought you had me back there in the backfield. I ain't gonna lie.
Running out of time here in
the
first
man.
half. They're going to have to be efficient to put
Not at all.
on the board before the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Bond.
Oh.
Finally run out of bounds. But
Yeah, that hits it, man. It works, but you got to know, man, it's hard, bro.
Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end.
What,
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, man. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That's too much.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Going up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Final minute now of the third quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's held. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting those moves.
Pulls it in, it's Moore. He's loose. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
To the air, it's Ewers. It's complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
Yeah.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
What a roller coaster on that play, Paul, where the defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, most...
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Yeah, but I get him on.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah.
It's complete. A huge pickup. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They've got the screen set up. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made.
Bro, you don't do it.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And running east-west at this point is not going to help you win this game. Down by a possession or 2-minute situation, you got to catch it and get north, get the first down to stop the clock. Or you got to catch it and make sure that you're somewhere close to out of bounds.
Them attorneys don't want it unless
He
you
lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Yeah,
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
You just have to be mindful.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Blasted as he lets it go. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And it's picked off.